catastrophe.
Fully aware.
Now he's sitting on that
That's
side.
bad.
Bad?
Jesus, Liz.
It's not bad, Ted. It's apocalyptic. You built a line of killer robots
Peacekeepers.
that consume biomass as fuel,
In emergencies.
and you made them capable of self-replication.
Limited, self-manufacture, controlled.
Not anymore. The glitch severed chain of command. The only nation this swarm answers to now is itself.
You think I...
Everything else is just food. And at the rate it's replicating, Ted, it will strip the Earth bare in 15 months. We're not talking fall of civilization. We're talking extinction.
I get it, Liz. So how do I stop it while it's contained?
It's not contained. It can't be.
You know what I mean.
Right. Before the truth gets out, you mean?
Liz, I will do anything you say. Keep working it, and whatever you recommend, I'll do.
I'm gonna hold you to that, Ted.
Wow. I'll move out of your way.
The Pharaoh robots threatened all life on Earth. But somehow she defeated them. The world of the old ones fell, but life went on, or we wouldn't be here.
A final Pharaoh has been recovered.
Wow, this computer.
Project Zero Dawn. Jesus, Liz.
2064.
There has to be another way.
If there were a nicer way to fix your mess, I would have proposed it.
But this? This? When I asked you to find a cure, I didn't expect it to be worse than the disease.
It's not, Ted. It may be grim, but it's our only chance. Now sign the proposal.
Sign it? I can't sign that.
Yes, you can.
That? Liz, I cannot in good conscience sign that.
You've got a choice, Ted.
I know.
I am speaking to you from a VTOL en route to U.S. Robot Command. In 15 minutes, I meet with General Harris and the rest of the Joint Chiefs.
What? Are you crazy?
Now your choice is what I tell them. Sign, and I'll tell them the wealthiest corporation on Earth has guaranteed the funds necessary to build Zero Dawn. Exactly as I've designed it. Or don't sign, and I will make sure they and everyone else on this planet knows the real cause of the glitch.
Ooh.
Jesus, Liz. You don't have to threaten me.
Yeah, she does.
I'll sign.
You don't seem to realize.
Look on the bright side, Ted. From here on out, you get to do what you've always been good at. Footing the bill while others get their hands dirty.
God forgive me.
What made her solution so terrible? What did she do to stop the robots?
Executive access detected. Express lift opened.
This doesn't add up. Sobek couldn't have been my mother. She lived ages ago. All this searching, and I'm still no closer.
That's your reaction to everything you've just learned? To whine like a spoiled child?
Ooh.
You should really try talking that way to me face to face.
As you wish.
Ooh.
Do you really have no idea how monumental are the discoveries you just made, Aloy? I expected more of you.
So, you have a face. Got a name to go with it?
Of all the questions you could ask right now, that's the one you choose.
Of course.
I've spent decades searching the ruins of the old ones, trying to solve the mystery of what happened to them. For years, I've suspected that Pharaoh robots destroyed their civilization, but I could never confirm it. And in minutes, you uncover more ancient knowledge than I have in a lifetime. And what you want to know is my name.
Sure, I always like to know who I talk to.
Silence. That's
Ooh,
my name.
Hey, Silence.
Now, why don't you try asking another question? Something less trivial.
All right, Silence. You've made your point. I came to these ruins hoping to learn more about this Elizabeth Sobek. And I have, but I still don't understand my connection to her. Or why the Eclipse is trying to kill me. Or who Hades is. No answers, just one question after another.
Exactly. Which is why it's time to expand your frame of inquiry. Only then will you see just how big your problems really are.
What exactly are you talking about?
You've chased a personal riddle into a crowd of larger mysteries. The common thread is your connection to Elizabeth Subek.
But what is that connection? She couldn't have been my mother if she lived centuries ago.
We don't know the connection yet. The only way to find out is to keep going, to keep making discoveries. Thanks to you, we've only just now learned that Pharaoh robots once
Hey,
threatened to end
agitated.
life on
You
Earth.
keep coming and saying hi,
it
but you
didn't
don't say
happen.
anything more.
The old one's
I ask
civilization was
questions,
destroyed,
you don't
but
respond.
life
You
was
okay?
saved.
Obviously. So, what did Elizabeth do? How did she stop the robots before all was lost?
What was Project Zero Dawn?
Exactly the question. Now, are you ready to go get the answer?
Of course I am.
Then why are you still standing here?
I don't know why you keep using threes now instead of E's. I also don't understand why you keep referring to me as hot and always right. It makes me uncomfortable. I don't appreciate it. It makes you come across as a creepy chaser, and I don't like that. So please don't do it. I was talking with one of my friends, which is a moderator, and they were thinking of just banning you.
Not so fast, Silence. You've got some explaining to do.
I've told you quite enough. If you still got questions, be quick about it and stop wasting my time.
You said you've known for some time that Pharaoh war machines destroyed the civilization of the old ones.
The evidence pointed that way. But until now, I never knew the full scope of their danger. That they could process organic matter into fuel, or that the Horus class could manufacture more robots. Like a cauldron on legs.
But the robots we've seen so far, the Corruptors and Deathbringers, they don't do those things.
Not yet, anyway. So far, we haven't encountered any that are undamaged. At full power, who knows what they're capable of? Now, if that's enough talking, be on your way.
Oh no. I'm just getting started. You've been getting a free ride on my focus, risking nothing while I risk everything. All I have to do is take this thing off my head.
Oh, you're playing
And you'll be
Overwatch?
blind, deaf, and dumb. So quit complaining and answer my questions.
Very well. Proceed.
So far as I can tell, the Eclipse are just
Hey,
following
Dirt.
orders.
I'm doing well. How are you?
It's Hades who wants me dead.
We're getting well into the
is he?
story, going along the
I
main
don't know.
storyline.
The Eclipse describe him as a buried shadow, some kind of devil.
That thing that spoke to me outside, that made that focus explode. That was Hades. It didn't seem like a person or a machine. More like a phantom. With a terrible voice.
All that's certain is that he wants you dead.
Because of my connection to Elizabeth. Has to be.
Hades is using the Eclipse to resurrect Pharaoh robots.
But if Elizabeth found a way to stop them centuries ago, if she made special weapons, maybe Hades is worried I'll do the same thing.
In some of the
We don't
ancient
know
data
what
I've
this
recovered, there are
Project
hints of
Zero Dawn
so-called
is.
super weapons being developed. Maybe to stop the robots, the civilization of the old ones had to destroy itself.
It's impossible.
Who are you, Silence? And what are your intentions?
You really need to make this personal.
Why do you keep typing with threes instead of...
I'm a lone wanderer who left his tribe behind a long time ago. An explorer of forbidden places, a searcher of lost knowledge. Exactly as I said.
Why do you know so much about the Eclipse?
I happen to know a lot about a lot of things. If what you're really asking is whether I work for the Eclipse or anyone else, I don't. I I am nothing if not independent.
Your E key is broken?
You've been using my focus to spy on me. How's that possible?
He hacked
Every
it.
focus emits a signal, a voice that only other focuses can hear. I know how to string those voices together, how to make them talk to each other, to communicate, even over vast distances.
How do you learn to do that?
Years of study and experimentation.
I told you, he's
In
a hacker,
principle,
man.
it's not so different from how you override machines. I override focuses.
And you can spy through other Eclipse's focuses too.
Usually. All I'll say is that overriding the connections is
Complicated.
complicated.
I love that voice actor. He's
Is
in
there
the John
any
Wick
chance
movies.
that Elizabeth Sobek could still be alive somehow?
Unfortunately, he
It's highly
died.
unlikely, but not impossible. Some of the ancient data I've recovered includes mentions of life extension techniques. Pharmaceuticals mostly, an ancient word for medicine. But some were still trying to perfect ways of freezing and unfreezing people.
Freezing and unfreezing people?
Cryogenics, they called it. But there were problems with it. Given Elizabeth's technological acumen, I can't definitively rule out that she found a way to make herself immortal. But this is speculation. Wasting time.
Elizabeth told Ted Faro she was headed for a place called U.S. Robot Command to tell people about Zero Dawn.
The place still exists as a ruin. The Asaram call it the Grave Horde.
Grave Horde? Cheery name.
You'll find it in the eastern mountains, buried under the tangled coils of a metal devil, or a BOR-7 Horus, rather, as we're learning to call them. I'll contact you when you get there.
I can't wait. Someday we'll meet in person, and your manners had better be
Ooh,
improved.
learned of the ancient past at Maker's Ends. So far
Well,
this stream,
getting down
we've
will
got
be a
a
lot faster than
ton
getting up here,
of
at least. U.S. Robot Command next. To learn the secrets of Zero Dawn.
got a ton of achievements. Have a look. Okay. 6, 7. Oh no. We got 6 achievements today. We learned of the ancient past. We found all the ancient vessels. Cleared all the corrupted zones. We got all the metal flowers. Cleared all the bandit camps. And we got all the Banuk figures. The only collectible I think we have left is one Vantage. And I think as part of one of our quests, this one, Ancient Armory, we've got gather 3 power cells. We've got 1, we need to find the other 2. Why they're hungry? Yeah. And we're finding out what these war machines are. The only answers we don't have is who's this Hades guy is, and what's going on behind that. Bring my wife a lot, getting stuck a lot. Oh, what are you playing? All the cutscenes so I could hunt down more robots. Ah, SnowRunner. Is she enjoying it? Is there something where you've got two computers and you can play together? I know not everyone can afford such things. I'm finding as my computer ages, like my computer's like 8, 9 years old.
I'm not showing any focuses at that.
It's struggling to play games. Even this one is really struggling. I've had to cut down kind of a lot of things.
Shouldn't be anything you can't handle on your own.
Kill a lot of processes in the background of my computer.
Get over here! She's coming!
Just to be able to stream the game. So I need to look at getting a new motherboard and CPU and RAM. The problem is that in order to get a new CPU, you need a new motherboard, and the new motherboards use a different type of RAM, so
Great.
you have to replace a whole lot. When really all you want to replace is one component. You end up having to replace tons. We'll go up to the campfire and save.
This must be the pass O'Toole was talking about, with Banuk territory just above.
Like with my phone being broken as well, I'm kind of like, oh, there's so many things I want to buy and so many things I need. It sucks being unemployed.
Look
I
out
applied for
below!
a ton of jobs this
They're
morning.
inside too.
Hopefully I can get a job. Inventory. Modifications. Let's clear out some. We don't want to have anything more than, say, 5. Tear. %.
Contact!
Fuck.
Titan inbound, safe play is accurate. Base defense locks it down. We engage, sever the limbs, blast out the bounties.
Shadow, guide me!
That does it. Now take a look around the room. A battle. Frozen in ice. Operation Enduring Victory. What did that mean? Whatever it was, doesn't seem to have turned out very well.
It feels like new PC. I like factored in like to get a new motherboard, new we're not even talking like really good ones. We're just talking about like middle of the road one.
Say again, Lieutenant.
It got through. Titan is through the defenses. Still an approach.
Are you getting this, Silence? Silence?
Contact in 30 seconds.
To get new motherboard RAM and
If this is really it, I gotta say, it's been an honor to serve beside these tanks.
motherboard RAM and CPU. It's like $900. If I then want to get like a new case, cooler, and what's the other thing? Power supply, then I'd be looking at another $900 again. I'm like, fuck. Why everything so expensive? Got your Bluetooth keyboard to work? That's good. Part of me was like, hey, I want to believe you that your E key's broken. And then part of me was like, hey, I don't know if you're trolling me. I tend to be very trusting, but sometimes people take advantage of that trust. Shit.
Boots are full of water.
Oh no, I was definitely right where I needed to be. Shit. I'm fucked up. Looks like this climbing thing. Climb, 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 climb. Oh, it's cool that you get to play together. Sometimes Kitty Fox and I will play Snow on it. I don't know. I haven't been really feeling like it lately. Wait, is this where we came from? Oh, it is. Sure.
Must have been where the soldiers slept. Like the lodge in Mother's Heart, I guess.
Log. Third Battle of California Marine. The swarm came in from the Pacific, and I don't know if it was the local Minutemen or the crazy 15th, but they'd set the garbage patch alight. Man, the sea was on fire. That stuff was... The first wave of bots came in covered in burning sludge. It bought us an hour or two of slaughtering them on the beaches before the swarm recalculated. We pulled them inland, back through the Kalmar sprawl. Dropped buildings on them, EMP'd the grid. Standard operating procedure. The last time I was in California, I was 5, 6? The light was like that vintage social net filter that was everywhere in the 40s.
Oh, I understand that. That's why I like build. I think it was like a 7600X. So we're not even talking latest generation because they've got like 9000 series Ryzens. And I think it was like a
Log. First battle of the Eastern Seaboard Wall. Had a long run up to it. This was before Kalmar, and projections were a lot worse for the East. For 3 weeks, we kept getting scrambled out to some coastal burg to train Minutemen. It was always raining on account of Europe already being torched. Block after block of prefab barracks. They were still printing barracks right up until the hour the main force hit. The Minutemen? We ran combat drills with them in the streets where they'd lived, trying to pretend they might live to die somewhere else if they paid attention. Nothing worse than the ones who actually bought into it. hopeful, pestering us with questions about Zero Dawn like we know something they don't. I swear, the more we do this, the more like the bots we are. Except they learn from every fight. And us? I'm not so sure.
There's a lot of voice things.
Thanks for the mails, you. Time goes fast on active duty. 4 months with the wrecking recalls. I don't know, 20 drops. In and out of the West Coast, fighting with these civilian enlistees, scrappy guys and gals. Their training is basically, here's a DEW. When you see a bot, hit it. But somehow it's all coming together. Between us and the 6th MRB, we took down a horse at Lithium Beach. Pulled out before its buddies arrived, but to see a big one go down. I hope you made the news, honey. Showed everyone we're gonna have a shot at turning this around. We just need to give Project Zero Dawn the time it needs, then everything will be the way it used to be.
2 PCs for streaming?
Recalls, I've been instructed to remind you of Article 115 of base policy regarding unauthorized use of processor
If I got a whole new
cycles.
computer, I could do
Specifically
that.
115C.
Using my
Any
existing
holographic
computer.
simulation not directly related to operational training or efficiency. Consider yourself reminded and enjoy your gaming.
I know it's been days, honey. I'm so sorry. Deployments are getting real long and tougher every time. The swarm's getting better at predicting us. Less of us now, and we have to put in 10 times the work for everyone gone. Like a family business on hard times, only this isn't my family. It's not with you. I still try to see you, the life we had, in the eyes of the people out there. I remember when they were glad to see us. When they still had hope. It all seems to be slipping away. I don't even recognize the places we're defending. The only thing I know I'm still fighting for is you. The Zero Dawn to turn this around. Whatever the hell that is.
They're fighting to they're like holding in as long as they can to give Zero Dawn a chance. And they don't even know what it is.